after major setbacks during the pandemic, student test scores are rising here in California.
And yesterday, LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho and Governor Newsom, they announced major improvements in our local classrooms. Carvalho says he promised 3 years ago that the district would exceed pre-pandemic achievement levels. And this morning, he is joining us now to share more insights on this progress and his promise. Welcome, Superintendent.
Good morning. Thank you.
And congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we want you to share what exactly the improvements you are seeing in your students in this district.
There are a number of salient points. Number one, our kids across all grade levels, all subject areas, reading, math, and science, and all subgroups, meaning black kids, white kids, Asian kids, poor kids, homeless kids, kids in foster care, Latino kids, they all improved. That is truly unnatural. Yeah. Kudos to our teachers, our support staff, our principals, the community as a whole, because we delivered on a big promise. And for me, a promise made is always a promise kept.
So what are you really attributing this to? I know during the pandemic there was money given to school districts. They saw that there was going to be some complications. That money's now gone, it's been spent. Right. But there were some real initiatives that were enacted during that time with having that money that will be able to continue, is my understanding.
So the money has dried up as of September of 2024, but the reform effort has continued. Let me tell you what really has worked. One, we streamlined our intervention process. What that means is we deployed the best teachers as interventionists in reading and math, working with small groups of students, those who were struggling, before and after school support systems of tutoring programs, winter and Saturday academies for kids, not only in reading and math, but also enrichment programs in music and the arts to bring kids in. The longest summer school program in the nation, 30 days of academic acceleration, but also enrichment activities, the equivalent of summer camp. And then, of course, massive professional development with our teachers, allowing them to perfect a new skill set in teaching of reading, literacy, and computation. All of it has worked, and obviously a supportive board who has been so determined in elevating the best practices of support for our teachers, our students, and in our community.
Yeah, Superintendent, the governor signed legislation to further bolster student literacy success. What is the significance of that for our students?
There are three critical points specific to the Science of Reading bill. Number one, it ensures that across the state of California, the textbooks, the materials that are adopted are aligned to the best standards of reading. Secondly, following 4 decades of research specific to how kids best learn how to read. Thirdly, $200 million in professional development available for teachers across the state of California. Let me just say one additional thing in terms of the data that was released. We met and exceeded pre-pandemic levels across the board, all grade levels, all student subgroups. And the best, we surpassed in many, many areas the state's performance, meaning our black kids, our poor kids, our white kids, our Latino kids are performing higher than their counterparts across the state. A fantastic year for Los Angeles Unified.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about, because it looked like the achievement gap narrowed between all those groups you're talking about. Why is that so important? Is it because historically a number of those groups are socioeconomically at a disadvantage of the other kids?
Poverty is a debilitating condition many kids face. Secondly, English language limitation is also one. Students with disabilities often trail behind. Kids who are experiencing homelessness or in the foster care system experience a gap compared to their counterparts. Narrowing the gap means that we are recognizing what we already knew. All kids are innately competent, able to perform in a far better way than what we've seen historically. What we need to recognize also is that as we lift the bottom, we cannot keep the ceiling at the same level. So the magic that teachers perform in a classroom every single day is raise the bottom at the same time as you expand the ceiling of hope and opportunity for all kids, meaning everybody needs to continue to accelerate. And that is the magic that happens in our classrooms every single day.
Well, with this success, I know that this isn't where you're going to stop. You want more, right? So, Superintendent, how do you continue to build on this momentum at LAUSD?
We have a very ambitious set of goals. We have an ambitious goal of reaching 90% graduation rate. We are currently at 87%. We want to make sure that
well,
that
you can
gap,
do that.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of can. We will do
Yes.
that.
I like
mean,
that.
our kids are innately talented. Their capacity is immense. We have the best teachers, the best principals in the nation. We have a school board that is so focused on that which matters. We have labor entities and community partners that, despite some struggles, are so aligned with the best interests of kids in our community. And by the way, this is all happening despite the immigration woes, increased poverty, homelessness. Our kids are beating the odds, and that makes me a proud superintendent, a proud educator.
You
As
should
you
be
should
proud.
be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel these kids went through so much during the pandemic. To see this now starting to turn around is fantastic. And under your leadership, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Keep
It's a
up the
team
great
effort.
work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate your hope and optimism. It's
Absolutely.
much needed right now. So.
Once one loses hope, there's nothing.
That's true.
We are in the business of building hope.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
do
on
it.
board.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Superintendent.
Thank you.